There was a man named Andrew who lived in a city with his wife, Lily, and their lovely daughter, Mealy. Mealy was an obedient and intelligent girl. She did well in her studies and was liked by her teachers. She was very cute and had a very friendly nature. This made her popular among the neighbors, especially Mrs. Laura, who loved her like her own daughter. She had good friends, and Joseph, Mrs. Laura's son, was her best friend. Monty was also her friend, and was friends with both Joseph and Mealy. Her parents loved her very much. She was her only child. One day in class, Mealy sat beside her friend Diana and said,
"Diana, you seem taller than me now. I think your height has increased."
Diana smiled and replied,
"Yes. My mom said yesterday that soon I will be as tall as her."
Then she said with concern,
"But Mealy, your height hasn't increased. I think it should be by now. Look, even our classmates have gotten taller."
Mealy looked around at her classmates and felt a little worried.
"Why isn't my height increasing?"
she thought. Just then, Ma'am Catherine walked into the class, greeted the students, and said,
"My dear students, take out your geometry box and notebook. You know we are going to study geometry today."
Everyone quickly got ready, and Ma'am started drawing diagrams on the blackboard. And she began explaining them. After returning from school, Mealy quickly changed her dress, freshened up, and sat at the kitchen table. Elizabeth served the lunch and noticed something was bothering Mealy. As Mealy started eating, Elizabeth asked,
"What's wrong, my dear? You seem quiet today. You didn't tell me about your day at school."
Mealy sighed and said,
"Mom, I told Diana that her height has increased. But she said my height hasn't increased. Even my classmates are getting taller."
Elizabeth became concerned but comforted her, saying,
"Don't worry, my dear. Your height will increase. Sometimes a child's height increases more slowly."
Mealy nodded.
"Yes, Mom."
As the final exams approached, Mealy became busy preparing. After the exams, she passed with good grades in all subjects. Now, Mealy was in 7th standard. One day, some classmates laughed at her height.
"Look at Mealy. She is so short,"
one of them teased. The whole class laughed. Tears filled her eyes. She wiped them quickly. Just then, Ma'am entered, and the class went silent. Diana was absent, so no one comforted Mealy. Some classmates felt bad for her. That day, Mealy returned from school and hugged her mother, crying.
Mom, Sarah jokes about my height.
She sobbed. Elizabeth worried and said,
Don't worry, dear. I will make a doctor's appointment.
In the evening, Mealy went to Mrs. Laura's house. Mrs. Laura smiled.
How are you, my dear?
Joseph smiled.
How are you, Mealy?
Mealy replied.
I'm fine.
Mrs. Laura noticed Mealy seemed sad. Mrs. Laura asked,
What's wrong, my dear?
Mealy started weeping. Mrs. Laura quickly hugged her.
Why are you crying?
She said.
Today my classmate Sarah joked about my height.
Mrs. Laura said gently.
Don't worry, my dear. Your height will increase.
Mealy smiled, feeling a bit relieved. On Monday, Elizabeth took Mealy to the doctor. She asked,
Doctor, why hasn't Mealy's height increased?
The doctor asked about her family history. The doctor said,
Give her a proper diet, milk and eggs. Her height will increase in time.
Both left the clinic feeling hopeful. Elizabeth told Andrew everything, and he said,
Please take care of her diet.
Elizabeth replied,
We have been careful, but now we will do even more.
She bought milk, eggs, honey, and fruits. That night, she gave Mealy a glass of warm milk with raw egg mixed in. One day, Mealy was at Mrs. Laura's house. Monty arrived, saying,
I'm late.
Mrs. Laura came in with a tray of cheeseburgers, and they dug in. Monty teased,
You are still a cute baby, Mealy. Well, we are tall now.
Mealy couldn't say a word. Joseph quickly said,
Her treatment is going on.
Soon, Mealy was in 9th grade. During recess, while she was with Diana, Ariana came with friends.
Hi, little one.
She teased. Her friends laughed. Mealy's tears flowed. Diana said,
You should be ashamed.
Ariana smirked and replied,
It's the truth.
and left. Diana said,
She is jealous of your grades.
Mealy understood but still felt sad. After completing her O-levels, Mealy decided to pursue nursing.
I have always wanted to help others,
she told her mom. Soon, she was admitted to a nursing program and worked hard every day. Mealy earned her nursing degree from a well-reputed college and joined a hospital. She soon became a favorite nurse. Patients liked her very much, and the doctors admired her as well. But sometimes doctors, other nurses, and even patients called her little nurse, but she just smiled. However, she felt hurt inside. One evening, Mealy was shopping at the grocery store when her basket tipped over, spilling items on the floor. A young, handsome boy nearby rushed to help.
Oh, my little girl,
he said. Mealy looked up, and he quickly realized she was not a little girl.
sorry.
He apologized. Mealy smiled and went ahead. One Sunday, Mealy went to Mrs. Laura's house and saw that young man. Joseph and Monty and Mrs. Laura sat with him. She sat down. Joseph said,
Meet my cousin, James.
Mealy said,
Hello, James.
He smiled. Monty laughed.
Mealy, if you weren't short, I would marry you.
James felt awkward. Mrs. Laura quickly scolded.
Monty, stop it.
Mealy said,
You can be my brother.
Monty laughed. James and Joseph both smiled. One day, Elizabeth told Mealy,
Next week, a boy and his parents are coming to see you.
Mealy thought to herself,
I have always liked Joseph. I love him, but he never expressed his feelings. Maybe it's because I'm short.
when the boy and his parents arrived, he refused to marry a short girl. Elizabeth and Andrew were very sad. One Sunday morning, Mealy went to Mrs. Laura's house, but stopped when she overheard their conversation. Mrs. Laura said,
Joseph, Mealy is perfect for you.
Joseph replied,
Oh, Mom. She is so short. People will laugh. I feel pity for her.
Mrs. Laura was annoyed.
She doesn't need that. She will find a better partner.
Mealy's heart sank, and as she turned to leave, she accidentally hit the door. Joseph hurried to the door, but no one was there. While Mealy was standing at the reception, she saw Monty being brought in on a stretcher, bleeding. She quickly called Monty's parents, and soon they arrived, along with Joseph and James. After the surgery, when Monty regained consciousness, he felt ashamed and said,
Mealy, please forgive me.
Mealy smiled.
You are a good friend. You say what's in your heart, not what's in your heart, and something else on your tongue.
Joseph stood, shocked. James sent his proposal to Mealy's house, but Mealy declined. James met her and asked,
Why did you refuse?
Mealy sighed.
I am short. I wouldn't look good with you.
James smiled.
Your height doesn't matter to me. I want to marry you.
Mealy smiled and, after a pause, said,
Yes, I will.